kind of wait until everybody gets here to say what I gotta say. I'll give it a few minutes. In the meantime, those who show up early or on time, well, here we are. Gather round, kids, and pull your guns. Cool your heels and pull your thumbs. Listen to all the voices now. Don't ask why, don't wonder how. A simple mind will kindly soothe the soul. Where gods and angels struggle to exist at all. Because you know the end is gone again, and left us behind here with our only friend. There's a shadow on a wounded knee, and some ashes on the family tree. It was burning since the man-made time, through most of yours and mostly mine. Where the sun shades a gravely face, after shedding on amazing grace. Because you know the end is come and gone, and everybody suffers their own kingdom. A modern man has a life to plan, and many more before he feels he can. Forever after breeding for the cause, forever licking those filthy paws. And if the world is at your fingertips, then why must you still try to conquer it? Because you know the end is oh so near. It seems like that's the case almost every year. There's a shadow on a wounded knee, and some ashes on the family tree. It was burning long before my time, and now the weight will finally destroy my kind. Happy Thursday. Oh, there you are. Hey everybody. How goes it? Greetings from somewhere inside of our imaginations, I guess. Rick, absolutely right. 100% right there with you. Diabolical, you are absolutely 1000%. Oh, you just said hello. You just said hey. Hey. And then Azja, kids, play some Blink 182. I wish I could, but I would get it copywritten in a heartbeat, and they would take everything I got, including this guitar, which didn't cost more than 25 cents. But it's all I've got. See, Rick knows that. Rick. Don't be a Buzz Killington. Besides, I just learned that song. This is my first time ever playing guitar today, so it's It's been a wild ride. All sorts of ups and downs. I'm finally learning what calluses are. And golly, gosh darn dang, are my arms tired. And I have to live with myself 24 hours a day. Alright, there's comments here. Ozzy Osbourne Dreamer. Okay. Takaya Todoraki. Takaya Todoraki. It's hard. It's a hard one to say, but I want to get it right. I kind of have this thing about showing people respect, no matter who they are and where they come from, up until they are trying to hurt me or mine. You know, you can say whatever you want. I don't really care, but you can cross a line. Not you, Tokaraki. I already said it wrong. Takaya Todoraki. Not you. Just in general, people. I'd much rather talk to people and get along with them and converse with people, and maybe Reebok or Nike or two, you know, with some folks, rather than just jump to conclusions or be a jerk. I didn't say it, you said it. Hey, F you! How's everybody doing? It's almost Friday. That means it's Thursday, maybe, for some of you, except for those that live in whatever frickin' hemisphere and time zone Australia is in, because I swear to God, every time I find out what time it is right now in Australia, it's always like 4 days ahead. And I just don't understand that a bit. Wait, what? Where is Australia? Isn't that right next to, that's right below England. Yeah. In between England and Africa. Yeah, that's why they have the accent. But still, it's just kind of weird if you think about it. Because Greenland is in there somewhere too, just mixing it up, just like, yeah, going balls to the wall. Subterranean, I don't know what's going on anymore. You're feeling really depressed. Got any advice? I thought you said got any device, and I was going to say, do you have a device? But that's kind of, it's kind of beyond the realm of help, I think. If I actually had said that, I feel like I would have been leading you astray, and I would never do that. I'm sorry, I get very emotional. Oh, that's much better. Oh, where were we? You ever get those people around you, Diabolical, that just say, well, have you tried just like not being depressed? Nah, sometimes the best advice I can give you is that you just to know that the F is that? Oh, it's the guy across the street. He has a motorcycle. Whew. I thought like fucking air raid sirens were gonna start happening and the Germans were coming, so I was just like, what time am I in? What did I go too far back in time? Were you 1944? Honey, get my boots. I'm going flying. Oh. It's like you heard me. My neighbor's been working on his motorcycle for a few days, so he's got to let it rip, I guess. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Take me to your dealer. Way ahead of you, kid. You're doing pretty good so far, Takaya. You're doing okay. With your English. You're from Algeria? Oh, you're from Algeria? Algeria. What language do you speak then? Yeah, I need to know. What language do you speak? I was way off in my mind. Oh, MG, you look like Robin Williams. It's funny because people say that I have Robin's, or I feel like he and I are cut from the same sort of cloth, but he got way more talent. You know what I mean? Just as far as, I don't know. I feel like he would have. I would have been okay with it if he was my dad. I would have been okay with that. Because when his passing happened, it kind of hit me really hard. He was a staple of my childhood, and as he was for many of us, you know, but still. Yeah. I'm like a mixture of all these different people sometimes. Presidente de Argentina. That's funny because I'm the queen of California. They call me the queen. I'm queen sized. It's all rubbish here, anyways. We're put here to serve some sort of weird cosmic purpose for minutes, hours, days, if we're lucky, a lifetime. And what do we do with our time? What do we do with it? Well, we do a lot of things that we don't necessarily want to do, obviously. More of that than anything, probably. Just to survive, you've got to do that. But then if you actually want stuff, if you want things, you've got to do things to get them. And I'm talking about day jobs, everybody. We've all had them. And I'm here to tell you right now that if you join my club, you'll never have to work another day in your life except in my sweat factories making art for me. Trust me. Ask the Australians. It's working wonders for them. At least two of them. And their many thousands of students. The first year only costs $5 to enter. But then after that, it's only the rest of everything you got. Yeah. Clothing, shoes, like I said, Reeboks, Nikes, whatever you want to call them. This tie is driving me wild. I guess the flag is Algerian, huh? I didn't even notice that. I'm wearing the sunglasses, and when I was looking at it, it looked like it was like a Mexican flag from a distance. It kind of looks Mexican, Irish, or as they like to be called, the Irishkike. For some reason, the Irish, and I think that's Gaelic for "we love Mother Nature and soccer," which means football in Gaelic, something like that. It's pathetic being so damn smart sometimes. It really tans my ass. But one thing I can tell you, Frank, is that nobody, at the end of the day, really honestly gives a shit what you think or what I think. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't say it. It doesn't mean you shouldn't think it. Hell, it might even be you. Nice teeth, Nike teeth. That's right. We could sell dentures with the Nike swish in them. Exactly, Hakam. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. All right. And then, hey, Forrest, how's it going? Well, you were learning. See, you're learning the craft. All right, and we can start right here. Here's a song for I wrote that was called "Don't Cry for Me, Algeria." It goes a little something like this. Thank you. Been working on that for a little bit. Hakam, I know you recognize that one. It's been on the radio in your country for years. That's the only kind of money I make. I make residuals from that song being played in your country, and look at me now. You would tell me if there was somebody walking up behind me with a knife, wouldn't you? Because in the thing, it looks like there's somebody walking up behind me with some kind of knife. Hakam, that's not you, is it? You son of a gun. You little son of a gun. I'm joking, of course, my friend. You're welcome here. Anybody's welcome here. I don't care where you're from. Just be cool, right? No? Okay. Forrest, You've been really nice. I appreciate your comments, and of course, you can call me friend anytime. That's what I'm saying. This spot is I want it to be a neutral spot for people to come and just chill and be cool to each other. You get enough of that other shit on other channels, you know? I want to talk about art, music, and rock and roll, baby. No, I mean chewing gum. I was going to say chewing gum and then kicking ass, running out of gas or something. Whatever they say, the cool kids say. But what I like to talk about usually is, you know, birds. I like talking about birds. Art. And then making sure that people understand where we're coming from. Like, for example, I'm coming from Antarctica. This whole celebration is live from Antarctica right now. You can hear the vents. Those are oxygen vents pumping oxygen into this chamber of, well, they call it Moon Base 14, but I don't think they're going to be calling that anymore because I finally figured out that I wasn't actually on the moon. And I need to tell Luna and the Australians this as soon as possible. So if Pastor, if you're out there, maybe, or any of the other Australians, I think you guys are over on what, 11? We're not actually on the moon, man. We're not actually on the moon. We're in Antarctica. They've been fooling us all this time. And that's how they pit us against each other. They take a few of us, they put us on Antarctica, on moon bases, and then they do whatever the heck they want. MK Ultra artists and whatnot. Can only imagine what the people on Moon Base 7 are coming up with. Those lucky bastards. Yeah. And that's it. That's where the cue cards ended. So the rest of this is off the cuff. Food. Make food. You guys do food? Do you food? Man, I suck at this. Without the cards, I can't really. Anybody have any questions or answers? This is kind of awkward. I thought those were gonna last a lot longer, and we're only. Oh my god. I'll just read a book or something. Oh, not this book. You ever think about the future? I think about the future way too much. as I'm sitting here writing stuff and drawing stuff, always just looking down and thinking about it instead of going out there and making the future happen. It's what it means to be a dreamer, or a daydreamer, I guess. That I always thought the future would just happen while I had my head down, while I was toiling, building a house of cards. But it doesn't mean you can't start over, I guess. That's the thing as well. You can always start over. And you can be anybody you want from day to day. Because the only person that's going to stop you from doing that is you. And me. That's why if you buy my book for $39.99, I will send you a free pair of socks. This is some kind of THC thing, drink. Not very strong at all, but it tastes like a beer would taste or something. I haven't had a beer or I've had non-alcoholic beers. And those are kind of cool if you're just at a bar or something and you want to look rad in front of everybody else. You're like, hey, instead of, hey everybody, and they all hold up hey, let's make a toast for so-and-so. And I just do this and like, and they all look at me like, But this time I can be like, yeah, toast. When it's really like, probably like my pee inside of it and stuff. And they have no idea. Until one of them is like, ooh, what is that? Ooh, I love tart. Can I have some? No. Oh God, no. No. Every freaking time. Like I've always said, sometimes you gotta walk through the fire in order to find out if you like to drink beer. I mean, you have to walk through the fire to become a different person. That's all I meant. Why, you got some? Oh, stupid. Yeah, that's about it. Forrest, do you have anything else to say? Wait, what did I miss? Yeah, you were talking about how you were a singer and stuff. And obviously too, you know, it's so much different. I feel like there's like such more of a stigma if you are. It's hard to explain this with people. I don't think I explain it to the way I want to, but it seems like unless you have an honest to God like sort of clout about you, people will just look at you like you're trash. Except for like maybe like one or two of your friends or something, maybe your mom or something, you know. But if you have opinions on anything, or especially what I guess what I'm getting at is if you make mistakes and you're not like famous in any way. Not to say that people don't forgive people all the time when they're not famous, but it just seems, yeah, I messed it up already. Not that you need to be, it's so hard to explain. But I feel like certain people can get away with a lot more if they're like people forget that they did like atrocious things or all of a sudden or something. But if it's you doing it, or if it, kind of like how if you're driving down the road, everybody's speeding, but the cop gets you. I don't even know. I don't think I'm explaining this at all right. But the truth of the matter is that they're, it's like and I'm not trying to say that I want fame. Oh God, it's so hard to. I don't even know what I was talking about, Forrest. All I know is that I mean, I'm a songwriter, so I mean, I'm always singing and always that kind of stuff. You know, I'm singing in the shower, I'm singing in my dreams, I'm singing in the car. I'm driving by people and I'm like, yeah, like screaming at them, you know, like with my singing whatever songs. And I'm screaming at people as they're like, you know, walking by on the sidewalk. I just fucking scream at them, and it really shakes them up, man. It really gets them off their feet. Rock and roll, baby. Um, whoa, what was in that drink? Whew. So yeah, yeah. Um, I like to talk about stuff like that sometimes. And thank you. We can all learn something from each other. I think, you know. I still think it would be neat if everybody that was chatting could just become like a little box so I could see your face, and that would be maybe that wouldn't be such a good idea because that would be kind of chaotic. But I would like to know what everybody looks like, you know, and to be able to talk with people, just like talking instead of using the chat. Because sometimes things get misconstrued, and sometimes people I feel like are joking, but their sense of humor is really dry and it looks really bad. I don't know. Um, I know I have a dry sense of humor and it gets me into a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. I went to jail for 7 years for my sense of humor, man. Twice. In the same day. I should not have drinking that. I thought it was a lot colder than it wasn't. But no, and I also think it's never too late to start over for us if you still wanted to sing in bands and be in a band, you know, too. And I'm sure you are, like, still dabbling in certain ways, but your past is the past. Let it die. Kill it if you have to. Is that like Star Wars? Kill it if you have to, dude. Catch a wave, bro. Go grocery shopping. Eat some Cheerios, and they're good for your heart, bro. No, just follow your dreams no matter what. No matter what. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, what you look like, what you smell like. If you're Bigfoot, if your right foot is bigger than your left foot, I don't care. Just follow your heart and like do good things. And if you have a burning passion to do something, let it burn you up. Let it burn you up. Even if it's not the cool kids path, or you're not part of some club or some sorority of fucking idiots that don't even, at the end of the day, care about you or support you in any other way anyways. By the time you get to be my age, you'll realize, you'll like know who your like real friends are. And you'll be surprised at who it is, who turns up, you know. And I'm talking about myself too. I was never that great of a friend, but I think I'm learning how to be a better one now. And it starts with a deck of cards, a hot zapper stick, one of those things you use like a bowl, like a zzz, zzz kind of stick, you know, that you zap bowls with, and I don't know, a fifth of Chardonnay or something like that. I love Chardonnay, and isn't that the perfume? Yeah, perfect drink. That perfume, it's delicious. So, and then you have a good time, and then everything's fine after that. Plus the video cameras and the whole lighting setup and everything. You make your own movies in your own basement. You're good. You're good to go. Should I be saying what? What am I reading here, Terry? Is this the? Sorry, folks. Terry, should I be reading these cue cards? Or are these for next week?
Oh yeah, those are for next week.
Oh shoot. Well, I've been reading these for like 20 minutes.
No, you were reading something.
No, I was reading those, Terry.
No, you weren't.
Terry, I think I know it. Read these. Read them. Terry.
No, I don't want to read them. You should sit back down and calm down, or you don't get any chocolate milk.
No chocolate milk? You ever get the feeling that somebody else has been sleeping in your bed, living in your house, going through your tools, taking some tools, not returning them, or returning them but in the wrong spot, nibbling on your grain, eating your cheese. Have you ever tried moon cheese? Oh, it's the best. There's a secret recipe that my family always talks about. And it goes, I'm not supposed to talk about it. But if you tune back in tonight at 12 o'clock on the dot, damn it. We don't got nothing over here. We ain't got nothing. Sorry. At midnight, then the mice will bring it back out from the hole and share it with everybody. The moon cheese is the best. Especially this time of the year, it's delicious. Yeah. Songwriter. I'm rereading your comment. Not on a small level. Gotcha. I'm gonna sleep. It's like, I don't know, 20 minutes or something. I don't know, whatever. Let's get Andy Warhol up in this bitch. Okay. Yeah, that's really uncomfortable. I know, Therma. It is. It's my water heater, by the way. She's very loud. If they're not gonna let me out and they're not gonna get me chocolate milk, I don't think I should do anything. If I'm not gonna get it anyways. Don't you explode on me now, Therma. No. She scares me. She's volatile. Hey. It was a joke. Funnier than yours. She's kind of a jerk. So, yeah. Wow. You know what that is, right? Should I tell him? You don't mind? You don't care? Okay? No? What? Absolutely not. I still love you, baby. No, it's you and me against the world. No, You're literally just chained to the wall, though. You're, brackets and bolts. I know. Yeah, pipes. You're so damn beautiful, though. It's the water heater. For crying out loud. You have to sweet talk them, otherwise they explode in your face. But what it is sediment. The sediment in there cools down and it flows to the bulging. But then when it gets warm, the sediment starts rising, and it's just like crackling around and stuff. And I want to see what this sediment looks like, because sometimes it sounds like the gods are in there playing tennis, and I want to watch the frickin' match. Imagine what that match looks like. I actually do wonder what it looks like. Is it just like boiling water? And golf ball size? They sound like rocks in there. I'll show you. Hello, my darling. Hello, my lady. It's kicking. Ooh. It just sounds like gravel. And like I said before, when I first moved in to this area out here, it was very it came on like this one night, and I was like, oh, okay, it does that. And then it stopped, because it gets really quiet after it stops. It cools down, and then sometimes that sediment is still sitting at the top, and it just goes falling down, and like hell of that, like like somebody's falling through the ceiling loud. It was so, and I was over here filming something and recording right next to the damn thing, you know. Um, I used to have sheets up and everything out here, and because I used to record all my skits and stuff in this space. But now I just use it more for as a living room, so we can all just sort of hang out in here and, you know, shoot the shat and stuff like that. Shoot the shat and stuff like that. Everybody come over. We're friends again. Yeah, we're gonna do things. It's fun over here. Let's just hang out and talk about art and music and stuff and how much we like it. I was a rapper in my past life. My name was White Shady. Tupperware White. My name is Tupperware. Tupperware. I don't know why, but Tupperware would make a great rap name. Sup, my name's Tupper. Sup, Tup. What's your last name, Tup? What's that? What's your last name? Tup? What is it? Tupper? What's your last name, Tups? Where? Your name's Tupperware? Yeah. Mm-hmm. It says right there on the cue card. Mm-hmm. Welcome to the club. Go stand with the rest of the freaks over there in the corner. Don't forget to put the hat on, or you won't get any chocolate milk. That's how the story ended up with the producers, and then Terry. Terry must be like the general manager of this realm. I don't know what is happening here. What are we? I just kind of thought to myself, I'm like, whoa, I'm still talking and saying stuff. Yeah. Lots of cool stuff going on in the world. I don't know if anybody's heard about that, but some cool things happen in the world today. Some more. I'm sure if anybody hears about something, let me know. I'm dying to hear. There's aliens out there. And the Earth is still. It's a round leaf. I've kind of met it in the middle. It's like round leaf flat with a hollow middle, sort of like a beignet. You know how beignets can be deflated, round, and hollow at the same time. If you think of the world like a beignet, like a gigantic beignet, beautiful, perfectly cast, perfectly boiled. I used to do that for a living. I used to drop beignets into the hot grease. What's it called? I don't even remember. So long ago, that life doesn't even mean anything anymore. This one does. And that's what made me too, I guess. Your memories are the village that makes you sometimes. Remember that. So make good memories and help people. And if they won't accept your help, force it upon them. No, but just be good and encourage people. And when people do good things, let them know that you saw it without them having to put it online or something like that. Just be that person. Be that person that just goes out and just does good things when nobody else will, you know. There's too many people out there that just don't do anything. Believe me, in the future you will thank the now. Will thank you, yeah. It's easy to not do anything, but at least try. So anyways, I'm sorry. I'm off. I'm thinking. For some reason I'm a little bit out there. But I wish all of you have a good night. I wish for you a wonderful night. A gravelly voice. And sweet, sweet utters. Yeah. You're welcome here anytime. I'll be back, hopefully with more wit and more charm. Like one of those guys playing the flute, the snake charmer. And then you all come out of the little thing. You're like just chilling there. It's still amazing to me that people even come by and hang out. So, that you're even doing that is amazing, and I can't thank you enough. And thank you for all the likes and the cool comments and challenging me and helping me as well. So it's a win-win for everybody. I appreciate it. What the devil? Y'all have a wonderful night now. I'm gonna find out whose house this is and see hopefully find out when they're getting home. Maybe I can sleep in the garage for another night. And then it's on to a new house, new garage. This area of town is littered with them. Just littered with empty houses, with big, beautiful, beautiful garages that I shouldn't be saying this on the record. Just kidding. That was all fake. We're okay? Cops? No? Okay. Yeah, we're good. Be safe out there. Run from the cops if you have to, but be safe. I love you. This is Storie Grubb. Deadass out.